this video, I want to talk about my preferred service that I use for shipping. It's completely free and it'll save you a ton of time and money. Very often, people will send me like a screenshot of a receipt that they got from the post office or from UPS showing, what they paid and the tracking for a shipment. And I go, oh my gosh, you could have saved $50 to $100 and you could have stayed home to save all that money. And so we're going to break it all down. We're going to hop into the computer and go over pirateship.com. It's a completely free service and everything that I like about it, plus a little thing that happened recently that was just a really positive experience. But before we do it, I want to remind you of the giveaways we have this month. Todd McFarlane Spider-Man. If you subscribe, comment, and like this video, you're entered to win that. And we're giving away another Todd Spidey for the newsletter giveaway over at BryceComics.com. Use code COLLECT10 at BryceComics.com for 10% off all in-stock items. Let's head over to BryceComics.com real quick and see what we got going on. 449 products. I like to go to shop all products and then sort. You can sort by price high to low. You can sort by date new to old. So let's see what some of the newest stuff is. We got first Deadpool. I got a couple 9/8 first Deadpools coming soon, but if you sign up for the newsletter while you're here, you'll get first access and first notification when new inventory does come in, and you can use code COLLECT10 for 10% off all in-stock items. And then follow us over on Whatnot. We're going to have some awesome slab shows for the foreseeable future. $1 starts, chance at $1,000 store credit, giveaways every 5 minutes, link in the description for $15 towards your first purchase, where you can come by and pick up a free book. And Whatnot has a new promotion for first-time buyers. They're covering the cost of shipping. So you can come by and get a free book and cover the cost of shipping. It's an awesome little promotion that they're doing. I hope to see you over there. So let's hop into the computer and take a look at Pirate Ship. So here we are in Pirate Ship. This is what it looks like after you log in, and I have these names blurred out just for confidentiality and stuff, but we'll go through some of the features here and why I like the platform so much. But first I want to talk about this recent experience that I had with an email. So I got an email that said, adjustment notice, your shipping cost was different than expected. And some of you will remember that I just did a video about my friend Lee, who got the same email but from Mercari, and he was charged like $20 or something, and it was this big fiasco, and he went back and forth with customer service like 4 different times, and in the end he just had to eat the fee, and it was a total loss for him. And then recently after that, I get this message, which was kind of ironic, but I do get these notices all the time that there's an adjustment notice. Usually it's like $1 or $2 charge. And the reason that I get them so often is that I pay for labels when I buy collections. And sometimes I think people are maybe using a bathroom scale or just doing an estimate on the weight or the dimensions or something like that. So I do get emails often where it's like they'll charge me $1 here, $2 there. And it also goes the other way if it's a credit. So their equipment just scans it, and if you paid too much, you'll sometimes get a credit back. I'll get an email that says, we credited your account $6. So that's really cool. But so this one I did get, and it says, the shipping carriers notified us that the package they've transported was different than what you entered when purchasing the label. And then they give you the tracking number and the actual changes that they made. So for this one, they changed it a little bit on the dimensions, and they changed the weight from 7 pounds to 23 pounds due to the new dimensions. So that's what's kind of weird is I think that they're trying to say here is that the box was substantially bigger. I accidentally entered one of my, like a medium flat rate size box, but it was actually a large 25 book box from CGC because this was for the shipment of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, and I put one single magazine comic inside a huge 25 book box and just padded the crap out of it because it was like $18,000 book. It was going international. And so I put it in a huge box and it was super light. It was still like 7 pounds afterwards. So I think they're saying like we changed the weight due to the dimensions. That doesn't really make sense to me, but all I saw at the time was they changed it from 7 pounds to 23 pounds, resulting in a $30 charge. And they charge your account. You have to have your credit card and file and stuff. And then it says down here, it says, of course, the automated machines the carriers use for this sometimes make mistakes. If you're sure your shipment is what you said it was, you can dispute the charge. To do so, just open the shipment in Pirate Ship and click dispute the adjustment link to start the process. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, great. So I went to Pirate Ship. I opened the thing and there was a little button that says dispute the charge. I clicked the button, one click, and it was like, thank you, we've received your dispute. That was it. It was one single click. After I clicked to the site and then one click to dispute. I didn't have to write anything, nothing, just a click. And then I get another email that says, ahoy, Brian. They always do this pirate stuff. Great news. UPS approved the adjustment dispute you filed. My one click for $30. The credit has been returned to your pirate ship balance. So it was just so easy to do this. And I didn't realize how easy it was. So, it's just a question of how much is your time worth. If it's like a $2 charge, I think like maybe it's not worth it to go make that click just for $2. But if it's $6, if it's $7, once you get to a burrito, if you can buy a full burrito with one click, I'll do it every time. So here we go over here to Pirate Ship, and I'm going to go over just a couple of the different features here. Create a single label, upload spreadsheet, import from integrations. This, I don't even know what this is. I would assume you can probably link it to a website or something. I should definitely look into this, but I've never used it. I do use a single label and a spreadsheet all the time. I want to talk about spreadsheets. So here's an example of a template that you can upload right into Pirate Ship. And I used to use this all the time for Instagram claim sales because I'd have like 100 claims and I'd have, the person's screen name, and then I would send them a message and say, what's your name and address for shipping? And they'd send it to me. And then I'd come over here and I'd type in their name and address, city, state, zip code, and the rubber stamp. This goes on like the bottom corner of the actual label. So you can see real quickly from the claim sale, this is Comic Culture's label. And you put over here the weight, length, width, and height. Now this spreadsheet is for oddly sized boxes. I also had another one for if it was just all medium flat rate. So at the end of a claim sale, I would have medium flat rates and odd size boxes and just fill out both and upload them separately, depending on how many books they claimed. And so it made the process so much easier rather than having to type in every single one individually, get the label, click print. This way you type it in here, upload it once, click print once, and it's all right there. So you just click upload a spreadsheet and it walks you through that. There's some other steps, but everybody's going to use this a little differently. I don't need to get too far in the weeds, but let's just see how easy it is to create a label. You just click that, create label, and here it keeps track of previous stuff that you've used. So CGC, for example, they have two different ones. They have a PO box if you're using USPS or an actual address. I just always use this actual address either way because just always use the same one. You never have to worry about it. So the ship from address, it just has as your default. So, and then here you can have package defaults as well. So I have a whole bunch saved in here of like common things that I normally use. Or you can say don't use save package and you enter the length, width, and dimensions. And you can add extra services like signature confirmation and insurance. So let's just say the box here is 10 inches by 10 inches by 10 inches and it's 10 pounds. And let's say we want signature confirmation, and let's say we also want insurance, okay? Insurance, this is a really cool thing for collectors. Myself, I have a blanket insurance policy that I pay once a year. I pay $3,000 once a year for a blanket insurance policy that covers all of my shipments going in and coming out up to $250,000 per instance. Because sometimes I ship books worth over $100,000. And I don't even have to pay for insurance when I buy labels because I have that one policy. So for me, it makes sense to do it that way. But if you're, just more of a casual seller, then buying insurance only when you need it is necessary. So it covers, like USPS has standard insurance on priority mail up to like $200. But let's just say you wanted to declare this for $5,000 because you're sending books to CGC and they're very valuable to you. So put $5,000 and then you come over here and click get rates. So now it's going to show you all the different possibilities for what you enter. This is with signature confirmation, which is $5.90 for UPS. It's cheaper for USPS. Signature confirmation is $3.70 with USPS. And then for the shipsurance, that's extra. So it's only $40 for $5,000 of insurance, which is less than 1% of the insured value, which I think is a decent deal, especially for how easy it is. And I can say that I have used Shipsurance. It comes with it automatically up to like $200. So oftentimes when you send books for under 200, like if there's a cracked case or something, we've worked with them and they're fairly easy to work with. As far as insurance companies goes, they're very easy to work with, but they are still an insurance company. So there's stuff you have to do, but then they pay you out and they just pay you out right to your PayPal. It's definitely a worthy thing to look into. And so you can come over here and see the different cost savings. This one isn't as big of a cost savings, but if you were to go into the retail store, it would cost you $75. Here it's only $66, et cetera, et cetera. And you just pick which one is right for you. Okay, here we go. Here's where the real big cost savings are, is next day. So if you were to walk into a retail store and get next day air from UPS, it'd be $250. But you save over 50% here with Pirate Ship. So it makes it actually doable to get some of these faster services. Like the second day is only $88. So if for $22 more, you can have it 2-day delivery, which is cost saving. So it adds up over time. Another thing that you can do is you can come over here and get a rate quote, but I'm not sure why you would necessarily want to do this. I would just go act like you're actually shipping it to get the rates and then don't actually buy it. But you can also do it here. Reports are really cool. They have these really easy reports. If you're a business, this makes it super easy. I just log in and I click at the first of the month. I log in, I click last month, and I'll see this is what the total cost that I paid for shipping in September was $3,712. This is for buying collections. I always offer to pay for the cost of shipping just to make it easier on everyone, and which was a savings for me of $2,752. I've tried a bunch of other services and never have I seen one that beats Pirate Ship. Oftentimes you can find one that matches it, but I've never found one that actually beat it. And the greatest thing about this is it's completely free. It's a free account. It's a free service. You log in, very quickly set up a free account and start doing it. I don't have any more special of an account, even though I do this much in shipping, as somebody who does one package. And I think that's fantastic. That's awesome. They make their money on the labels, and so they don't need to charge you a monthly fee or anything like that. So support is also great. They're kind of funny. They always have these like pirate themed stuff. And I've had great experiences with support. From time to time, you have a question or you're not sure how something works, and they're really good about it. So I can't say enough good things about this service, especially since it's free. Stop throwing away money by going into the USPS or going into UPS. One of the other greatest things is you can schedule a pickup right here from the thing. So you go in here, pickups are free from USPS. So pickups, you come over here and click request pickup, and it's only for UPS and USPS. So that's the kicker. There's no FedEx for this. There's no DHL. There's the only two services they offer right now, at least, are UPS and USPS. USPS is free, and you can just enter it here and click request pickup, and with USPS, it's the next day. You have to do USPS the day before. So save yourself a trip to the post office. You can have them knock on your front door. You can say knock on door. You could leave it on the porch, depending on where you live. And it's super easy and free for USPS. But if you're going to do UPS, there is a fee for that. So for UPS, they charge $6 in my location. I think this varies depending on where you are. This varies like a time of year too, I think. And you can do UPS the same day up to a certain point. So for us, it has to be before noon. If we enter the pickup before noon, they'll come get it the same day. But it depends on your carrier and your location and stuff, and it's all automatically calculated. So that's really cool to be able to just schedule a pickup here. I know for me, $6 is well worth it rather than having to load everything into the car, take an hour out of my day to go drop off packages, spend money on gas. For me, $6 is totally worth it to have them come do a pickup.